Hey guys, Blastoise here, and this may be new to my channel, but I got a rant I gotta get off my chest. So, listen, this rant is more or less about loyalty. So today, I was just gonna be hanging out with a couple friends, and this is very thoroughly on loyalty, so if you're gonna hang out with someone, make sure you show up. Don't say you're going to show up and have them wait for 2 and almost a half hours. Don't make them wait that long. If you have a good reason, say family emergency or something like that, tell your friends. Tell them you can't show up. Because you got to show up. If you don't show up and you have no good excuse, it's going to make your friends very pissed and they're going to do something like I'm doing. They're going to get very angry, they're going to rant. They're not going to do a video, most likely. But they're going to rant. They're going to get very angry, and they may not talk to you for a while. So, if I seem quite angry right now, I'm very pissed right now. Now, me and my friend, Thefalcongamer, were literally waiting for almost 2, maybe 3.5 hours for our one friend to show up. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to point fingers. But I'm thoroughly pissed right now. So, if you want to know what's going on, I'm not going to go into detail, but let me get into loyalty. So, if you're going to show up, like I said, show up, or have an excuse. But if you're not going to show up, and you have no excuse, you're going to get a very angry friend at you, and it's not going to turn out good. So, like I said, you've got to be loyal. Now, there's also trust in this, too. You have to hope they're going to trust you enough the next time you try and do this. Say you want to meet up with them again, say the next day, they're not going to trust you enough anymore to even go there with you. And it could take weeks, maybe even months to rebuild that trust that you had. They're going to be very pissed at you, and they're probably going to bring it back and shove it in your face. I'm not going to do it because I'm a nice guy, and I'm ranting right now. Now, I would be doing a rant with 2 people, but the other person that I wanted to rant with couldn't show up, as it was getting late. Now, if you dislike this video, fine. That's your call. But don't do something stupid. Don't try and find the person I'm talking about and start pointing fingers at them. Just take what I'm saying seriously. You need to be loyal. If you're not loyal, you don't want the consequences. It can go very badly for you. Now, I just got home, literally 5 minutes ago, from trying to hang out with this guy. Now, I also want to do a couple shout-outs, but let me get this rant out of the way. Now, the only thing I want to touch on even more is the fact that if you want to be a good friend, try to keep communication also. Don't literally have your friends text you and then you don't respond for almost 5 to 10 minutes. If you do that, and it's every time, it makes it even harder to do hangouts. And it even can make it even harder to be friends. So, make sure you have good communication as well. And try to make it so you guys can meet up at all the same times. So, if you want to hang out, try and make it so you can all say, alright, we're leaving now, meet you there in, say, 5 minutes. Don't say, like, oh, I'll be there in 30 minutes and not show up for almost an hour. You need to think. Think about what you're going to be doing and how long it's going to take. Then, figure it out, and then tell your friends that. Tell them, hey, I'm not going to be there for an hour. And they'll be like, okay, so can we just go home and then you can text us when you're leaving? And you say, yeah. And they'll be like, alright, we'll go home and we'll wait for you. Then they can do what they wanted to get done, and then you can text them and say, hey, I'm leaving, I'll meet you there. And then they can be like, okay. If I sound like I'm kind of repeating myself, I'm kind of am. Now, I don't know what else to touch on, but so, like I said, be loyal, be trustworthy. Also, if they're in the middle of something, say like your friend's in the middle of a chore, but you're also in the middle of a chore, and they get done before you. You get both done at the same time, so you can leave at the same time. But if you're both taking a little longer than say, and say your third friend is there waiting, and he asks what's taking so long, you can say, hey, I'm doing something, you can just go home, we'll text you when we're done. And then he can be like, okay. So if you have like something like a chore or emergency you need to get done, tell your friend you have to cancel or you need to delay. Maybe a day or maybe 2. Now, if it sounds like I am being slightly confused, I'm thinking right on the spot. I literally just got home, started recording, and I'm thinking off the spot right now. I'm just trying to think. Now, if you want to add on to what I've been saying, do so in the comments. And you can add on to it. I'll respond if I say it's a good idea, what you say is good, so be it. I'll respond. And I want to get more active on the channel as well, which I'll do another video on maybe. Maybe I'll do the other half. Now, for the shoutouts, I just want to shout out Bowserthegamingkoopa, who I think recently changed his name to Meowserthegamingkoopa. Don't ask why, I don't either. He doesn't know why he did it. I also want to shout out Thefalcongamer, and that's all for the shoutouts I have right now. I will put their names in the description. They'll put their actual links in the chat because I don't know if I can get it easily working on my phone. And I think that's it for shoutouts. If you want a shoutout in the next video, put it in the description or in the comments, and I'll give you a shoutout in my next video. And so if you want to spread your channel, let me know. And if I don't want to seem like I'm mean, but if I find your content to my liking, maybe other people on the channel will like it. That, or I can even ask Thefalcongamer to do you a shoutout. Or even, maybe I can get Bowser too. Maybe you can fight him in Smash or something, because I know he does that a lot. He also mods a lot. So, now, I may be getting my computer fixed this weekend, so if I do, Monday there will be a video on that. Now about my channel. The rant's over for now. Maybe, it may come back up. For the channel, I do want to record more games. It's just my phone I'm using doesn't have an SD card to hold that kind of storage. So it's really hard right now. 3DS games I'm keeping a hold on as I'm trying to find a better system. Right now this camera I'm using, my iPod, is better than my phone. And I want to record games on it, it's just I'm not finding good enough time. And I'm also going to be moving soon, like in a week. So videos may come to a complete halt for a while. As I'm not going to have internet, the only way I'm going to have internet is if I go somewhere like Wendy's or McDonald's or even my school. And the video upload will be so slow. I'd be able to record, but they'd be coming very slowly. I will do a video the day I'm leaving, and what I'll do is I'll use my other phone because it can pause instead of just stop like this. And I'll just do like, oh, I'm here in Chicago or whatever. I'm at the airport now, getting about on my plane. Now, I don't know what I want to do with the channel. You guys leave in the comments what you want me to do with the channel. Do you want to see more Smash? Do you want to see more of the... I didn't get much feedback on the Mercenary Saga. If you haven't seen it, please go see it, and please leave a comment. I need to know feedback. Either like or dislike. So, like, if you want to see more of it, and I'll record episode 2, and that's why I've been holding off on it. No one gave me feedback, so I can't decide whether you guys want to see it or not. Dislike if you don't want to see it. I'll just leave it there, and fine. If I find more feedback on it later in some distant future, then I'll reboot the series and I'll start again at episode 1. Now, for PC games, I wanted to continue Terraria, but my computer broke, as I said. So I'm going to leave the video here. If you want to know what's more going on, I'll be posting on Twitter at Brendan Messler. I'll put everything in the description. And I'm also going to be posting some of this on Facebook. And I'm on both of those, and on, as you know, here on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and obviously here on YouTube. My videos will be posted to Twitter. So if you are on Twitter more or less, you can view the videos there. But say you're on Facebook more, I will try to post the videos there as well. Now, the video's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to end the video there. So, this is Blast of Blastoise signing off, and if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. This is Blast of Blastoise signing off.